What is going on, my pretties? It is 8:01 here on the East Coast. It would be 5:01 on the West Coast. Welcome to Early Evening Sports Buffet with Ginch. I am Sid Ginch, your host, Ryan F., here on the Red Line Radio Network. Before I forget, I think I forgot the last hour. Let me take my muggly ass. Radio. So, what did we witness over the weekend? We are at the break. Major League Baseball home run derbies tonight. All-Star game is tomorrow. They're in the Philadelphia's down there at the link. Will you be watching? Are you excited? Yes, if you want to go and watch the home run derby, or if you wanted to purchase tickets, you wanted to sit out in the outfield, anywhere from $1,300 to $3,000 for the home run derby. If you wanted to sit behind home plate way up top, it was like $4 something. So ticket prices are just insane. The World Cup Final Four starts tomorrow. Some news and headlines from around the world in sports. I actually found this kind of interesting. This reported by the Associated Press. The NCAA women's tourney to seed the top 16 by true ranking in 2027. I don't know what that means. Says here, of course, if you follow that, in the past, the top 4 teams in the conference would be placed in different regions to protect them from playing each other until the Final Four. For example, the tournament this past season had 4 SEC teams in the top 8 overall seeds. Texas was 3rd, South Carolina 4th, LSU 5th, Vandy 7th. LSU was dropped down to 7th and Vanderbilt 8th in the bracketing to avoid having them in the same regions. It says here, now if that happens going forward, the teams remain where their seeds should have them. Amanda Brown, the NCAA Women's Basketball Committee chair, said in a phone interview, we put a lot of time into establishing those top 16 teams in order they go in. You're splitting hairs to decide who has the edge, and some of that is undone by those principles. To all of us, the work we did in the work those teams did justifies keeping them where they are in the group of 16. The men's selection committee will still separate out the top 4 seeds in each conference and put them in different regions. Okay. I guess I like that. What they say by their true ranking, though, I don't understand that particular part of it. Your true ranking. How are they going to determine the true ranking? Are you still going to go by the AP and the coaches poll? And of course, the committee will come out with their basketball playoff rankings. So are they going to seed those teams by their true college basketball rankings? In this case, the women's. We will have to see how that all plays out. So are they saying that if, let's say, Connecticut would be a 1 seed. And then let's just say that the 4 seed or the 4th ranked team would be, let's just say LSU. Would they still maybe have LSU in that particular bracket because they are the top ranked number 2 seed? Again, I don't know how they're going to do all this, but we'll see. Reported by ESPN, ex-Kansas player LeGarrette Vick is charged with attempted murder. He was arrested Sunday in Memphis in relation to an alleged incident on July 4th. He has also been charged with using a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony. A man who was hospitalized for a gunshot wound to the back told police that he had gotten into a verbal confrontation with another man at approximately 11 p.m. He told police he was shot when he turned to run away after seeing the man had a handgun under his armpit. According to charging documents, he told police the first name of the alleged shooter, and then later identified Vick as the alleged shooter in a photo lineup. Bail for Vick has been set at $1.5 million. His arraignment today was continued with a new date to be announced. A bail review remains scheduled for Tuesday. So again, I have to keep an eye on that. That's not good. Not good at all. Period. The NCAA is being sued by a group of 11 athletes to challenge the new NCAA eligibility rules that are currently in suit. It's reported by Myron Metcalf of ESPN. 11 Division I athletes, including Division I basketball standouts Kay Tyson and Brock Wisney, have filed a federal class action lawsuit in Colorado that alleges the NCAA's new eligibility rules have adversely affected their ability to extend their college careers and the NIL benefits attached to that opportunity. Not education, NIL benefits. Going to read this here. The NCAA recently announced an eligibility rule change that grants all athletes 5 years to compete, but it did not grant athletes who exhausted their eligibility in the 2025-26 campaign an additional season. If successful, the federal lawsuit could essentially nullify the NCAA's new eligibility rules for a massive pool of athletes across all sports who would then be allowed to enter the transfer portal again and extend their careers. What does it say here? These athletes aren't asking for a special treatment, said Rob Shelquist, a partner at Cuneo, Gilbert Flannery, and LaDuca LLP, in a statement. They're asking to not be singled out and excluded from the NCAA's eligibility framework. The NCAA updated the rules but refused to apply them only to the very group that was most immediately affected. If the NCAA has determined that 5 years of eligibility is the fair rule for college athletes, then athletes would still be eligible, but for completing 4 years of eligibility should not be deprived of the same educational, athletic, and NIL opportunities. Let's be honest. The educational part is bullshit. The athletic part is bullshit. It's the NIL opportunities. That's what this is about. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But the whole academic, athletic part is a bunch of shit. It's all about the lira, the dead presidents, the pesos. Reported by David Purdom, ESPN, Bryce Harper has denied giving FanDuel consent for video to customer. He said today that he did not know how FanDuel would use a personalized video he made for a customer who has since accused the sportsbook in a lawsuit of taking advantage of his gambling addiction. On his Instagram, Harper said he would not have made the video if he had known FanDuel's intent to use it as part of a VIP promotion or the betting habits of the customer, Terry Thompson. Harper wrote, "I did not know FanDuel would do this. I did not consent to it, and FanDuel had no right to do it." Harper said he received a request on Cameo in November 2024 to read the provided script for a personal holiday video for Terry. Philadelphia Inquirer published portions of the video in a story last Thursday, and Harper included a screenshot of the Cameo request with his statement. Not good. FanDuel, DraftKings, some of these other sites, they think they can get away with murder. It's destroyed a lot of stuff. The prop betting. If you just want to bet on the line, the spread, that's one thing. But then other stuff, and then you think you can do X, Y, and Z, and you think you have carte blanche. It's a load of horseshit. Again, All-Star Weekend, reported by the Associated Press. All-Stars oppose Major League Baseball salary cap. Go figure. They say there's still time to reach a deal. Paul Skeens, Juan Soto, and Bryce Harper have said players will never agree to a salary cap. It is crap, by the way. But maintain there's plenty of time to avoid a conflict that could shorten the 2027 season. Skeens said both sides kind of have their line that they're going to not cross. Whether that results in missing games or missing a season, we'll see. I don't want to hear about this shit. I don't want to hear about it anymore. Remember after the 2024 season, Juan Soto signed a 15-year, $765 million contract. The players don't want a salary cap after that. When is enough enough? Like, when is enough enough? Like, people were like shocked when Patrick Mahomes signed that $500 million contract in football, half a bill. Juan Soto, it's basically 3/4 of a bill for Juan Soto. Like, when is enough enough? When does it stop? I heard Kendrick Perkins say the other day or yesterday that Wemby should have signed $1 billion contract. Are you fucking high? When it comes to sports and dollars and cents and stuff like that, when it comes to this shit with the contracts that are bloviated beyond comprehension, there's no sense. There's no sense. You and I and Joe Schmo and the average, person who has a blue collar job, we can't fathom those kind of numbers. I don't want to hear it. I'm tired of it. Baseball back in 1994 when they went on strike lost me. Do I still watch now and then? Yes. Do I still try and catch up on it? Yes. But if players are making that kind of money and you don't want a salary cap, the $1 billion contract is coming. And it's probably going to go to Ohtani. Reported by Dave McMenamin, ESPN. Austin Reeves said that he likes where the Lakers are headed. New contract in tow, it says here. He originally agreed to a 4-year, $185 million extension, but then ended up inking the 4-year, $180 million deal. Again, numbers I can't fathom. comes to the almighty dollar in sports, you lose me. So what else do we witness this week? Oh, let's go to the World Cup, shall we? Final four set. So if you missed it, let me go back to it here. On Friday, Spain beat Belgium 2-1 to advance. It was a good game. Good game. Saturday, England beat Norway in a tight one, 2-1, and in Argentina, I thought Switzerland might pull this off, but Argentina with the emphatic 3-1 W. And then last Thursday, France beat Morocco 2-0, which sets up tomorrow. It'll be France and Spain. France is a favorite. I would tend to agree. I've got France winning 2-1. And then on Wednesday, England and Argentina. These two teams have a bit of history in the World Cup. England, I believe, is a slight favorite. For some odd reason, I've got this game ending in a 1-1 draw. England most likely winning on penalty kicks to set up an England-France World Cup. Now, Messi might go off. I don't know. England might decide, you know what, Messi, we're not going to let you go off. We're not going to let you get acclimated to the game pace. We're going to shut down Messi, and if everybody else beats us, fantastic. But I would expect England to really focus on Messi. In the Spain-France game, I think that'll be a tussle for a while, but I think France will pull it out. Go to Major League Baseball, shall we? Let's go to the standings as it ended yesterday games. So this is where we stand. In the American League East, the Rays are still on top. They've got a 3-game cushion on the Yankees. They got a 10-game cushion on the Sox. Orioles at 11.5-game cushion, and the Blue Jays a 12-game cushion. In the Central, how about those friggin' White Sox? They have a 3-game, or they're tied with the Guardians at the break. They both have a 3-game cushion on the Twins. Tigers are creeping back up into it here. They're only 6.5 out, and then the Royals are last, 13 back. Out in the West, very, very. Oh, somebody gave me some love. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the heart. Whoever did that. It's greatly appreciated. Again, questions, comments, criticisms, all welcome. And some love. A second love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. American League West, the Rangers up on top. Mariners are a 1.5 back in second. The Stros, third, 3 back. The Athletics, 8 back. And the Angels, season to forget again. They're 11.5 back in last place. National League East. I said it would take a collapse by the Braves to bring everybody back into it. Braves, for whatever reasons, they just hit a skid here the last month. They only have a 2-game lead over the Phillies. At one point, it was a 10-game lead, I believe, from what I remember. Marlins are in third. They're only 4 back. Nationals 8 back, and the Mets out there in the Central. Brewers still with a decent cushion on the Cubs. They're 5 up on the Cubs. They're 8.5 up on the Cardinals in third. The Pirates, yes, my Pirates, they're hanging tough. I'm pleasantly pleased. 9.5 back. They're in fourth. The Reds, 15.5 back. Boy. Out in the West, you can just basically forget it. The Dodgers with an 11.5 lead on the Diamondbacks. Padres are 12.5 back. The Giants are 19.5 back. And the Rockies are 22.5 back. The Dodgers stadium with nobody in it would just basically have to collapse And the Dodgers would have to play in the parking lot for teams to have a shot. I'm sure there will be teams to make moves for the final playoff push. So that's where we stand at the half. NFL news. See, what do we have here? Recent stuff in the NFL. It's reported by Sarah Bishop, ESPN. Los Angeles Rams tackle Alaric Jackson will not face felony charge after he was arrested on a domestic violence charge in June. The Los Angeles County District's Attorney's Office confirmed to ESPN. Just says the charges are not filed, but the case stays open throughout the length of the statute of limitations. It can be reevaluated if there are further developments. He was arrested on June 8th on what police told ESPN was a charge for a person who willfully inflicts corporal injury against a spouse. Again, he's been in trouble the last year. Hopefully, he can get outside help if he's got an anger issue. The Packers and linebacker Isaiah McDuffie, they've agreed to a one-year contract extension. Will pay McDuffie $8.8 million over the next 2 seasons and includes $1 million in playtime incentives, though it doesn't say what those incentives are. Comment, who's checking in here? Shane Minger checking in. Who's winning the home run derby tonight? I don't know. Let me go see who's in it, Shane. You know, and again, even like the All-Star game and the home run derby, just they aren't what they used to be. Let me see who's in it. I've got to look at it here real quick. That's a good question, by the way. Well, I know Schwarber and Harper are in it. Obviously. Why is it not showing me who's in it? What is the deal? It keeps telling me it's going to show me the list, but I don't see it here. Why is it not showing me? It's showing me what time it is, the whole 9 yards, but it's not showing me the participants. Shame on me. Oh, here we go. Harper, Schwarber, Gimenero, Rice, Murakami, Contreras, Walker. I'm going to go Schwarber. Little hometown cooking. I'm going to go Schwarber, Shane, just for shits and giggles. I think Schwarber will win it. Shane says, I got players on Junior Caminero and Jordan Walker. Well, I hope you win. But for some odd reason, I just think there'll be a little home cooking involved. And it's probably going to be Schwarber. What else here from the world of the NFL? Stephon Diggs says there is no wide receiver 2 in NFL better than himself. Good luck with that. He's been sort of a diva anywhere he's been. Somebody picks up on him. He'll wind up somewhere. I don't know where, if someone's going to take a chance on him. It's only 32, back end of his career. We'll see where he winds up. I found this quite humorous. Group led by the San Francisco 49ers limited partner Vinod Khosla has agreed to purchase the Seattle Seahawks. It was announced this past Saturday. Teams of the deal were not disclosed, but multiple league sources with knowledge of the matter said the selling price would be $9.612 billion, a record for an NFL franchise. Shane, did you put $9.6 billion on your guys today? These are numbers that I cannot fathom. Cannot. Some of this other stuff I've already been through in the past week. Again, the NBA has their summer league. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Some of this other NBA stuff I've already been through. Let's give the women some love. Let's go to the WNBA. Let's go to the standings. Shane says, very well could be, being a Cleveland guy, I have a large disdain for Roland Schwartz. Yeah. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Look, I'm a Pirates fan, Shane. And basically what this organization's been over the last 30 years is a farm team for everybody else. My Pirates have not been to a World Series since 1979, versus last time they actually made the World Series. So like when Jabon's out there, like my man Fuji over there with Cole County Entertainment calls me a ring chaser, I laugh at him. Because the Pirates have been no lie there, sir. Yes, yes, sir. I agree with you. WNBA standing is the Minnesota Lynx still on top. They have half game leads on the Aces and the Valkyries. The Wings are fourth, a game and a half back. The Fever are fifth, 3 back. The Dream are sixth. They're 4 back. Liberty, who won the Commanders Cup, by the way, whatever that means. They're seventh. They're 4.5 back, and the Mystics would have the final playoff spot, 4.5 back. Mercury, Sky, Storm, Sun, basically out of it. Sparks are still hanging in, as are the Fire and the Tempo. Tennis, Wimbledon. If you were living under a rock, the number 1 seed, Mr. Sinner, beat the 2 seed, Zverev, 4-set winner, 6-7, 7-6, 6-3, 6-4. He takes the men's singles title. The women, which would have been played on Saturday, the number 9 seed, Noskova, beat her fellow country woman, the 10 seed, Mukova, 3 sets, 6-2, 5-7, 6-3. Men's double, the 1 seeds of Helio Avara and Patton beat the number 6 seeds, Aravalo and Pavic, in straight set, 7-6, 7-6. Shane chimes in, go Aces, have a player for my hometown. Well, that's outstanding. That's outstanding. Look, you got the Aces, the Raiders, and you're probably going to get the Athletics. NBA basketball team? We'll see. We shall see. Women's doubles. The 2 seeds of Dabrowski and Stefani, they went down to the 10 seeds of Guo and Mladenovic. Yes. 6-3, 7-5. And in the mixed doubles, the 2 seeds of Aravalo and Ostapenko beat the unseeded seed of Hunter and Pullman's. They won 4-6, 7-5. 6-2. Let's go to golf, shall we? PGA Tour as soon as it comes up here. It was the Scottish Open the week before the Open Championship, they call it now. I think some people still call it the British Open, but most people now call it the Open Championship. Tom Kim became the first Korean-born player to win the Scottish Open. Shot a 17 under 263 to beat Minwoo Lee by 2 strokes. Pocketed $1.57 million. The LPGA was over there in France. Heron Ryu won in a playoff. Beat Brooke Henderson. $1.4 million in earnings. No PGA. Did they have PGA Tour champions? Of course, my Verizon pad, is now doing the whole buffering. Anybody that's watched my shows know that technology has a tendency to shove red hot poker up my ass. Yes, LPGA, yes, in France, PGA Tour champions. Zach Johnson destroyed the field this week there out in Akron, Ohio, Firestone Country Club. He wins with a 15 under 265. He beat Boo Weekley by 6 shots. Pockets 525 grand. No live. That's not for a couple weeks. The DP World Championship, they don't kick it back off until August again. And the Corn Ferry Tour, they were out in Colorado this week, and it's a TPC Colorado. Ross Steelman beat Tommy Morrison. Not the old Tommy Morrisons. He wins by a stroke. 22 under 266. He pockets $180,000. MMA, UFC. People wonder why I don't watch. I didn't spend more time on it. It's because of the crap that went down on Saturday. 69 seconds in, Conor blows out his calf. Supposedly supposed to have surgery. Says he wants to come back and fight. You had your leg snapped early on in a fight in the last 4 or 5 years, and you've blown out your calf. It's time to hang it up. Just go make movies, do commercials for your whiskey. It's time. It's time to just go away now. But obviously he brings in ratings, so who the hell knows what will happen. I am a NASCAR buff. I could not stay up for it. There was a rain delay. Ryan Blaney with a dominant performance. He wins in Atlanta. We are about, what, a month and a half away before the field is going to be set. The results from yesterday's race, I'm just going to go through the top 10. Chris Buescher finished 10th, Joey Logano 9th, Tyler Reddick 8th, Austin Dillon 7th, Shane Van Gisbergen, good showing 6th, Eric Jones 5th, Ty Gibbs 4th, Carson Hocevar 3rd, Christopher Bell 2nd, Ryan Blaney 1st. If the playoffs started today, Eric Jones would be 16th, Shane Van Gisbergen would be 15th, Austin Cindric 14th, Bubba Wallace 13th, William Byron 12th, Daniel Suarez 11th, Chase Briscoe 10th, Christopher Bell will be 9th. Carson Hocevar 8th. Chris Buescher would be 7th. Carl Larson 6th. Chase Elliott 5th. Ryan Blaney is still in 3rd. Tyler Reddick in 2nd. And Denny Hamlin would be 1st. Again, switch on over. Tune into the Home Run Derby. I hope your favorite player that is in it will win it, because they're in it to win it. Again, I'm not going to go over MMA, UCF. I just think it's a joke at this point. Again, tomorrow, France and Spain. And then on Wednesday, we have Argentina and England. Oh, let's look at numbers of NHL news. Some of this stuff I've already been over, because most of it is from last week. So, yeah, there's really nothing new. So, I think I'm going to end it there. Oh, and once again, before I forget, because I'm a dumbass, let me just do this, and this, and this. Take my ugly radio. So, I'm going to end it there. As I say at the end of each show, practice compassion, practice empathy, have passion for whatever you're doing. Hug somebody every once in a while. You might make their day. Tell somebody you love them. You might not get a second opportunity. And for God's sakes, if you see somebody struggling in whatever fashion it is, ask questions, inquire. Do they need help? How can you get them help? Because you might not just be saving a life. You might be saving a multitude of lives. With all that being said, there's only one thing left for me to do. And that's for Dandy Don Meredith to take me out. Have a great night, everybody.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.
You got it.
Redline Network introduces our newest partnership, Outlaw Light. Outlaw is crafted for all of the beer drinking patrons of America. They aren't preaching or teaching, their mission plain and simple, to provide a high quality beer at an affordable price. Outlaw is crisp, crushable, refreshing. Available by the case, tall boys, 16-ounce 6-packs or singles. Go to outlawbeer.com to find the nearest can or tavern near you. The Redline Network proudly raises their cans to you. Stay bold, Outlaw.